Hey, I'm sat under the humpback leaner. It's very uncomfortable, but I just want to show you this, look. You see that? That's the runaway bolt. So you do that, it's got like a line through it, like a flathead screwdriver, and I've undone it already with a 46mm spanner. It's slightly too big, so it's just an imperial size that I probably haven't got. But it's very important that you do this. A lot of people don't bother, but this holds the runaway that holds the back end of the differential, and as you can see, it's very slack on this, and it's something that I didn't ever really notice until. So there you go. I've done it up pretty much, and now I tighten it, but I didn't notice until when I bought my little gleaner, my little short gleaner. I could hear it clunking going down the road, and I knew something was wrong, and I was kind of hoping that it would just be all right, because I couldn't be bothered. You know, some of these things last forever, and you know, you never have a problem, but sometimes they break, and you know, eventually it did go. We were cutting barley, and it was tough going, kept on blocking and that, and backward and forward, and it broke, and eventually it fell apart. And it wasn't until I looked inside there that I realised that's what that was for. You know, it doesn't say it in the book, but it does. You know, if you've got a gleaner, just check that, do it up to it's tight. You don't need to do it massively, but just do it, because what happens is it holds your crown wheel from running away from the worm gear, because the two are opposite to each other and they're always trying to push away, and that bolt there will protect your bearings. What happened to my little one, the pressure had built up that much and the thing had worn away that eventually it broke one of the bolts holding the cut of the bearing cups. So and the bolt was actually in the bottom of the diff housing, and it eventually the teeth were riding over the top of each other, and they snapped a few off. They smashed them off, and it was a right mess. But you can save yourself the hassle and do it up. It might, you know, it might have already caused damage, but if you do it up, it'll help, you know. So yeah, all right. See you later. Right, again, I pulled a ram off the Model C gleaner, but the fittings are different. So trying desperately to get this one working for the event. Again, I still haven't bothered looking at the weather forecast, because I just don't want to know. It'll just irritate me if it says anything else than what I want. And there's just no point for the stress at the minute. I'm just, you know, I always do this when it comes to events now, because I always just decide that I'm going to do the event, and the weather is what the weather is, and there's no point looking at the forecast, because they get it wrong half the time. Just hope it ain't worse than what they say. But you know, I've heard some good news, I've heard some bad news, but I'm just going to ignore it and carry on. But anyway, still going to try and get this working for the event, and be nice to get all four of them to go together. Yeah, be good to this one especially nice to get to the event, because it's got a square back on it and it's different than the others. We've got to adjust the knife. Yeah, we've got to sort the knife out, but I think really ideally we need to sort of see, that belt's pretty good, to be honest, that drive belt. That sort of needs sorting as well, really. But what we can do with that is we can bypass that we'll put it all back together, and so that the pulley can run, and we'll just block off we'll block this off. We've got another belt that came with the combine, a better one. We'll put a better one on it, block the hydraulic pipe off and tie it up, and it'll just run on one speed. But you know, that at least it'll be, you know, chugging along, and we don't have to do a lot with it. but a couple of times up and down each day. You know, we're with the group, we can have it with the group, working up and down, and then it can just sit in the field and people can see it, look at it. You know, depending on everything that goes on, weather and whatnot, you know, and how much we get done, we'll have them all working together in the morning, all working together last thing, and then we'll just have them pottering up and down and have a couple sat about, and we'll just take turns with different ones. And you know, I think that's how we're going to do it, because I think if we went flat out with all 4 of them, we'd have the field done in a couple of hours. You know, like we went the other day in that other field about it, although this is thicker, so it would take longer. But 2 combines, we dusted off a 6-acre field in 2 or 3 hours, and really not too bad, is it? Considering how small the combine, and we got a Model C doing it as well now. So, but there you go. Yeah. So, hopefully, it all works out for the weekend. All right. See ya. Hopefully, you'll see this one working. See you later. So, we've got a fresh belt coming with the combine. A whole load of belts came in. Only paid a little bit of cash for them. So, and that's a new traction belt. It's the only one that's basically brand new. So we decided to put that on to give it a bit of extra grip on this square back. So the variator was leaking, so that's been sorted out. We put some older seals in it. That ram there is off of the Super C as well. I say there's no guarantee it's going to be perfect, but it certainly can't be much worse than the originals apparently. So it's coming together, fair bit to do. But we'll do it, even if I do a late one. Got make signs for the event as well, but this combine coming together with the hydraulic side of it, so hopefully we'll get it all the main unit running up, put the header on it. That might well be hideous, but we'll see. And then fresh sections in the knife, maybe a fresh couple of double fingers. Maybe have a go with it later, see what it's capable of, see if any troubles come up, and we might be able to fix them. Yeah, so yeah, looking good for tomorrow. So yeah, looking forward to it. Just hoping for good things. Right, see you later. Tried to variate that. Fill that, yeah, maybe. I'm just thinking if you fill that up, you see, you might have to adjust the hydraulics actually. Yeah, so, oh there you go, okay. Keep on lifting it, keep on, oh it's working. Oh, does it not? But we'll adjust it, it's probably something to do with the setting. So lift this up and keep lifting it a minute to try and fill the ram a bit. Right, 2 seconds, got to turn it off. Yeah, it's just had a piss. Yeah. Oh well. At least it didn't blow it everywhere. There you go. I'll move the. Do you want to adjust the hydraulics first before we move? Just see. At least it's not leaking anyway. Right, I'll adjust it. I can't find that spray grease. I'll have to put a bit of hydraulic oil on it. Nice one. So, we have the knife out. I'm going to knock basically all of them off. All of the main ones anyway. And then, yeah, just change them all. And then put a new knife finger on there. It's a shame because that one went a bad one, but it's knocked it off. The rest of them, well, we'll change the worst of them. So, yeah. See how it goes, mark them up. There's only a couple that I'd probably go mad with. It's getting hot. I can hear a combine working in the background. Everybody's getting ready to go. So we're getting ready to go. So yeah, all good. See you in a while. Just doing a few sections on and off. Decided to leave those two because they're not too bad. They'll be alright. So what I've done is used this crimper to this. It's called a sickle servicer. I've showed it before. Knock all the sections off, turn it around, put it through, and you rivet the sections onto it. But I used a wire wheel on a grinder to clean all the rust off of it because you want metal to metal. Just found these. So that's an original Allis one. You can see the Allis logo on it. I'm going to keep that one. But we've located these, came with that combine, and they're basically exactly the same. So that part number there, P49650 John Deere, they're the same. So we're going to use them. So there you go, catch you in a minute. Plenty to do. Off she goes to do a little bit of work. For the first time, well, since we've had it. So here we go. Yep, it's flicked open the door, so that's what that noise is. You'll hear it miles away. Oh well, did a little bit at least. Right, see you in a bit.